Now let us look at a very practical and very people-centric part of HRD. As you might have understood by now, HRD is like the backbone of the entire organization. It is a planned strategic effort to continuously build employee skills, knowledge, and abilities so that they can help the organization meet its goals. A good HRD system will create a workplace where learning is constant, people are motivated, and performance keeps on improving. Now, the framework of an HRD system includes several key areas, right? First off, there is learning and development. This is at the heart of HRD. Just like you can't stay fit with a one-time gym attendance, employees also need to continuously learn through training, coaching, or mentoring. Okay, so this is at the heart. Next comes the performance management, setting clear goals, giving feedback, and helping people perform better. It is like setting a scoreboard to help the team know what they are doing and how they are doing it as well. And then comes talent management. Talent management is not just about hiring the best person for the job, but it is also about nurturing them so that they will stay and they will grow. And with them, the organization will also grow. After all, what is the use of buying a fancy iPhone if you don't charge it or if you don't update it, right? It is going to get outdated soon. HRD also focuses on building a very strong environmental culture, a workplace where people are encouraged to learn, to experiment, and contribute ideas is definitely a very good workplace which can help the organization scale, right? And if you throw in change management, we have to throw in change management also, right? Why? Because things keep changing faster than our WhatsApp statuses, right? And then we have measurement and evaluation because what is the point of doing all the training if we don't know whether that training is working or not, right? And similarly, we also have technology and innovation. There is nothing right now in business which can do without technology, right? We need e-learning, we need apps, we need AI tools to make all this learning and development and everything accessible as well as a little bit fun also. Now let us talk about HRD interventions. These HRD interventions are the actual methods and mechanisms that we use to develop people. And this, you can say, HRD interventions are where theory meets action. Okay, so we can start with the classic training programs, right? It could be in the, using classroom training, online training, or through role plays or simulations, right? Whether it is learning Excel or mastering emotional intelligence, everything is covered in training programs. The next important factor is coaching and mentoring. This is where employees get personal guidance. It is kind of like having a buddy or a workplace guru. Performance management systems also hold HRD tools because they align individual work with the company's goals. Instead of like the old school one-time appraisal and all, modern systems usually use regular feedback, goal setting, and even recognition. Now, what about the future? Future means succession planning when it comes to organizations. So we need to identify potential leaders and we need to groom them, right? Imagine if MS Dhoni never trained someone like Rishabh Pant, what will happen? Disaster, right? Career development is another big one. Giving employees roadmaps, growth paths to keep them motivated. You don't want your best people to feel like they are stuck in traffic without a U-turn, right? You heard there is going to be a highway that with, in Kerala that does not have any U-turn, so straight you will go till Trivandrum. If you miss in one place, it is going to take you right to Trivandrum, right? So like that, if it is happening, means it's going to be very, very, very difficult for us. Technology also plays a very important role here. Learning management systems, knowledge management platforms, these are places where employees can learn at their own place, at their own pace. And let us not forget the emotional side of all of this, that is employee engagement, the change management, performance support tools. All these things are also very, very important when it comes to HRD. These tools ensure people to feel that they are supported, especially when the organization goes through some kind of mergers or some kind of drastic changes, or even when organization expects higher performance, these tools are helping. What about the outcome of all these efforts? Yeah, we included training, we have coaching, mentoring, performance system, all these things are in place. Now what is the outcome of all these HRD efforts, right? We need to know that, right? First, the benefit, It is very simple. It will improve performance for sure. Why? Because skilled employees will do a better work than non-skilled employees, right? It's not rocket science. Second is that it will build organizations capability. It builds organizations capability. The company will become smarter, faster, and more competitive. Third, it boosts engagement and satisfaction because when employees feel that the company is investing in them, then they are less likely to give leave and more likely to log in on time also, and most days. That is, leave taking tendency will come down. Fourth, talent management will become easier. If you grow your own leaders, then you will not have to always go hunting in the job market, right? Similarly, innovation and knowledge sharing will be there. So what will happen? Uh, that will also help your organization achieve the goals faster. If the culture encourages learning and openness, then definitely there is going to be innovation coming in. There will also be a positive cultural shift. You will move from you do your job and go home to let's build something great together, right? And HRD also improves customer satisfaction, not directly but indirectly. How come? If your employees are skilled, they are engaged, they deliver better service. And better service means happy customers. So happy employees give happy customers. Also, there will be cost savings also, better employer branding, strategic alignment, all these things will be there. It is a very long list, but you can think of it like investing in good education, right? It pays off. It pays off in multiple ways. Now, let us shift our focus to the HRD climate variables, or simply the environment that supports or blocks progress. You remember we learned about climate and culture in MMPH1. If not, then go back or just go to MMPH1 and learn about it, right? It will help you understand what climate variables we are talking over here, or at least what climate means. So it will help you tie things together. Climate, in one word, if I want to say, climate means the weather, right? So say today is sunny. It will help you do things in a certain way. Tomorrow is rainy means it might hamper you in your day-to-day operations. Climate also is something similar to that, but in organizational terms. You can say that this is like the vibe of the organization. If your good place is like a good college where people are encouraged to learn, ask questions, and try new things, then it is going to thrive. So some of the HRD climate variables include a learning climate, meaning do people get learning opportunities in your organization? An innovation climate, is creativity encouraged in your organization? Talent management climate, are high potential people spotted and nurtured in your organization? Performance management climate, is performance tracked fairly? Are good performers noted? Right? Knowledge management climate, do people share knowledge with each other in your organization or do you hide it? Right? Change management climate, that is how well the company adapts. Engagement climate, are employees excited to come to work or are they all saying like, oh no, this is another Monday, I have to work, like that, right? Performance support climate, do you have? That is, do they get the tools that they require to do their job work well, right? All these, if the answer to all these questions are yes, then that means you're having a healthy climate. And a healthy climate with a strong human resource development process means a very powerful workplace. Let us take the example of Power Grid. Okay, Power Grid is a Grid Corporation of India, right? I hope you guys know about them. They have done a great job in integrating HRD with business, right? From online learning platforms to competency-based assessments, succession planning to employee wellness. Power Grid shows that even a PSU can be high performing when it gets its HRD right. The Power Grid Learning Zone or CARES initiative that they took during the pandemic, all these things are examples of how a good HRD climate can translate into real support for employees. Now let us break down the HRD process stages, right? The full journey from start to finish, how it happens. Let us look at that. First of all, as we said earlier also, any process, it needs assessment. Assessment is always the first step to any process. Identify what skill gaps exist, right? like a doctor who's diagnosing before prescribing. Do you like any doctor who, the moment you step inside, will write your prescription and give it without even hearing one word from you? No, right? Just like that. First, listen to the patient and then write your prescription. Second is design. Design is nothing but planning what kind of training is needed. If you have to plan what kind of training is needed, you need to know what kind of training is lacking, right? Third is development. Prepare the materials, content, and get trainers to do the teaching. Fourth is implementation. Conduct the actual training. And fifth is evaluation. Get the feedback. Did the uh, training actually work? What did something change after the training, right? And sixth is follow up. Make sure that the learning sticks, right? Do some periodic refreshers. Why? Because after all, one motivational session cannot change everything, right? Follow up is key here. Just because you read something for just once, not all of us are going to remember it for our lifetime, right? Constant continuous refreshers are required. So now, now that you know about the HRD process stages, let us look at how these processes and the outcomes of HRD are linked. You can think of it like a cause-effect chain, right? A good HRD system will definitely, if your HRD system is good, then it is definitely going to give you skilled employees, correct? That much is for sure. If you have a good HRD system, it's going to make your employees much better skilled. If you have skilled employees, what is going to happen? It is going to give you a better performance, correct? Your performance is definitely going to improve if you have much more skilled employees. What happens when you have a better performance? Then your customers are going to be happy. You're going to get happy customers, right? And what happens with happy customers? Your business is going to be improved, right? You will have business growth. So, this is how HRD connects to your outputs. But here is the twist. It will only work if you assess your needs properly, right? And that is why HRD needs assessment. Absolutely critical. This first step of HRD, absolutely important. Organizations today use both quantitative as well as qualitative techniques to figure out what is needed. This assessment, right? Quantitative might be like surveys or data analytics, whereas qualitative could be like interviews or observations. It is like doing an X-ray before surgery, okay, or taking some scanning before prescribing medicines. Remember this quote. I want you to remember this quote. HRD processes can be as complex as our human mind, or it could be as easy as teaching a child to walk, right? But all of that depends on how organized and how thoughtful the company is. Even Google, okay, even Google or Facebook Meta, which makes everything look cool and smooth, they also put tons of efforts behind its HRD. So, if I have to summarize this whole session, I'll say that the key takeaway that I want you to have from this is that HRD is not simply a department. It is a mindset of growing people and growing the business with it. The processes, the methods, the climates, the outcomes, the interventions, all these things, they all interlink to make that organization more agile, more competitive, and people friendly. All right. So I hope you got a generic understanding of all the HR processes and methods from this session. If you do, don't forget to give a like, share, and subscribe. All right. I'll see you in the next session.